No onions, no tomatoes, live and on the air, and
It's time!
woo! It don't stop. It don't stop. Playoffs, playoffs, playoffs. Round of 8, playoffs. NASCAR.
My
rolling.
driver's in it.
Yes, mine isn't. Let's go. Woo! Still happy though. And we love NASCAR. Woo! Right now we don't love the World Series. My Dodgers. Woo! Congratulations to the Boston Red Sox getting ready to close it out and win the World Series tonight, Game 5. Hey, make sure you guys follow No Onions, No Tomatoes. We're kicking it on Instagram now. We on the gram, cuz.
That's right.
Hey,
check out those videos we posted live from the Kansas Speedway.
Subscribe to YouTube, and then we're also on Facebook and the Twitter machine.
That's right. Hit
us up.
On Facebook, look for No Onions, No Tomatoes page.
Yes, that is a good thing. So now, hey, we're getting ready to get into some playoff NASCAR. We got to go quick. We got a barbecue going.
We got
Let's go.
Tri-tip on the pit barrel. That's the most important thing in the whole wide world.
Yep, so what's the first thing we're going to discuss in NASCAR?
Recap of Kansas. We were out there.
Yep.
Our track, beautiful day.
Yes, we had, we were blessed with good weather. It was sunny. It was a little chilly, but we still were able to check out all the race facilities and everything that Kansas Speedway has to offer, including those chicken fingers.
It was a 3 corn dog weekend.
We were rolling, man. Hey, Kansas Speedway, make sure you guys get out there. Go to their webpage too, www.kansasspeedway.com. Let's do it. And so we're rolling in this place. Mm-hmm. We're going to eliminate 4 drivers.
4 drivers get eliminated after the race last week.
Okay.
So
break it down.
Whew. Who wins this race? Chase Elliott wins the race. 3rd win
in 11 races.
In the last 11 races. Chase Elliott showing up.
Chase Elliott. He is he is rolling right now. So I'll go into I'm sorry, what do you got?
No.
Listen. The stages were crazy. I want to talk about Brad Keselowski for a second.
Okay.
They qualified well, but then just got off sequence on pits and then tried to outsmart everybody instead of just running their race. Actually, at the end of the race, probably had the fastest car on the track. Ended up finishing 6th. Not good enough. You go home. Ryan Blaney. Not good enough. You go home.
Though it was really nice Q&A session with him, and he signed our stuff.
Yes, him and Bubba Wallace. Shout out to you, Big Bubba. Hey, and then Kyle Larson, you go home too.
Poor Larson.
He's just got bad luck. So the race, there were only 3 cautions. So there was only 1 unscheduled caution. The race was over in, let's see what the race was 2 hours and 49 minutes, 2 hours and 38 minutes in time. We were home by 5:20 on a race that started at 1:40.
Yes.
So it was unbelievable.
Okay, and so you had the stage 1 winner. I don't see them on there.
Oh boy,
they're not there.
You don't see it on there? Man, why are we out here slipping, man?
That's okay.
We slipping. Go ahead.
We don't even need it.
Nope.
So Chase Elliott won because we don't even care. Chase Elliott won. We talked about the drivers who got eliminated.
Right.
My driver, I thought, was going to come up and win because he finished 2nd.
Yes,
that's all I even care about.
Yeah. Kyle Busch was coming, but then he kind of just stalled out at the end. But it doesn't matter. He transferred in. Let's go over the points.
Woo,
let's go over these points. So now we're at around the 8, right? So this thing right here is getting a little more readable for you guys.
That's right.
It's a little bigger. Let me get this thing in the picture here. So look. So we got Kyle Busch. We're reset at 4,000 points. 4,055 is what Kyle has because that's what he's got with his wins and stage wins over the season. And then we got Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex, Chase Elliott. Those are your top 4 right now as we reset going into Martinsville.
And so the bottom 4 is Clint Boyer, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, and Eric Almirola. And here are their points. And then you're here in the red, you can see where they're below the cut line if the cut was today. And so they need to move up a little bit. And Eric minus 12 is the one in most danger, of course. He's in 8th currently.
Absolutely. So this gets really tight going forward. Mm-hmm. Because if one of these guys in the bottom 4 wins, boom, they punch their ticket to Homestead. Any of these drivers, there's only 3 possible races. So any of these 3 drivers win this in the next 3 weeks, they punch their ticket to Homestead.
So being a Kyle Busch fan, I'm hoping that a non-playoff driver wins any race if I don't, so that I can point in if necessary.
For sure, and that's for sure. So now we're going to look at Martinsville. You're going to see the drivers that have won in these are the three races in the round of 8. Martinsville, which is today, Clint Boyer won that race on a Monday and dominated.
Yes.
And then we have Texas, which Kyle Busch won Texas, another driver, bang, way up there. And then Phoenix was won by yours truly, Kevin Harvick. So that bodes well for the guys that are in the playoffs. But anything, and I mean anything, can happen.
That's right. And so now let's talk about Martinsville.
Yep.
We're in Martinsville, Virginia.
Yes.
They had a little nor'eastern roll through, but I think we're going to be fine on weather today.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a half-mile oval, and it takes about 20 seconds to complete a lap at about 93 miles an hour. 93
miles an hour. It's not a lot of banking. Most is going to be 12 degrees of banking, okay? We're going to go green flag at 1:43 Central Time, and it is going to be 263 miles, 500 laps.
What are our stages?
Our stages are going to be 130, then 240.
Okay. So, this was NASCAR's oldest track.
Yes.
It opened in 1947 and had a sanctioned race here since 1948.
Yep.
It's also NASCAR's shortest track. I didn't know that.
Really, really small.
With 526 miles. It's nicknamed the paperclip because of the long straightaways and the different size turns.
Isn't 526 miles actually 526 miles?
Did you? I can't talk math.
So 0.526 for those kids listening at home. Jeez. Okay, go ahead, baby.
That's it. Okay, so let's talk about what happened in the spring.
Rain delayed. Like I said, and the race was run on Monday. Clint Boyer dominated this race. He led 215 of the 500 laps for his first win since Charlotte of 2012. Was Cash even born then?
No!
His son wasn't even born yet when he won that race. Few cautions led to only 14 cars being on the lead lap at the finish.
So this is like a beating and banging. Short track is beating and banging, right?
This is a track where you can actually, your car can get damaged and you can still continue on and possibly win the race.
Okay, and so Kyle has won here each of the last 2 seasons.
Yes.
And we had qualifying yesterday, so you want to talk a little bit about qualifying to see.
You have the qualifying numbers. I didn't write that. I didn't write that down. So you go ahead and talk about that. The one thing I do want to mention about Martinsville is that it is notorious for guys just taking off and going and leaving and lapping everybody. If we don't get cautions here, it's not going to be a lot of cars on the lead.
Not a lot of cars on the lead lap.
Yeah.
So, qualifying. I'm happy because my driver, Kyle Busch, qualified first, so he's on the pole, and I'm hoping to go pole to checker.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Okay.
Clint Boyer is second, Hamlin third, Blaney fourth, Almirola fifth, Kurt Busch sixth, Brad Keselowski seventh, Daniel Suarez eighth, Larson ninth, Logano 10th.
So out of the top 10, how many are actually in the top 8?
5 with
okay.
Busch, Boyer, Almirola, Busch, and Logano. And so we had inspections today, and a few cars failed, and we'll go to the rear. But the one that we care about the most would be Truex, because he's the only one in the top 8 that had to go to the back.
Absolutely. So so now let's talk about drivers at this track, right? We're looking at the drivers over the last 10 races. Who's good? Kyle Busch, 2 wins here. He's got 6 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and 1 pole. Now it's 2 poles. Brad Keselowski, 1 win. It really doesn't matter. I want to go to Joey Logano. He has 0 wins, but he has 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. And let's remember, in 2016, he was set to win that race until he was wrecked by Matt Kenseth. So he should have a win here.
What I like to look at when you look at in the past are also the laps led.
Yes.
And so, like when we're talking about the wins, with Kyle having 2, he's also led 871 laps, and the next closest has 535 laps. So that's a pretty good indicator. We have a few DNFs. with Matt Kenseth, but he's out of the picture, so we don't even care about him.
Yeah, and like the Jimmy Johnson with the next lead lap. I think that Joey Logano at 516 laps is something to look for, to look at.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at this really quick before we get out of here.
Oh.
So we had our predictions for who we thought was going to win the chase. So right now, who's going to win the championship? Who do you have left in your top 8?
I have Kyle Busch, Harvick, Truex, Logano, and Bowyer. So I lost 3 of my drivers.
Okay, so I have Kyle Busch, Harvick, Truex, Logano, and I have Kurt Busch. However, in my top 4,
yes,
I only have Kyle Busch and Harvick left. I lost Keselowski and I lost Larson.
I have 3 left with Busch, Kyle Busch, Harvick, and Truex.
Way to go out on the limb.
I know.
So it's
Guess
a
who I
shocker.
have winning the whole thing?
Yeah, well, yeah, me too. Look, we're getting ready to get out of here. Thanks a lot for freaking following us and listening to us. We really, really appreciate it. What do you got?
I have a note to the public service announcement.
Ooh, I love public service announcement.
Ladies, don't cut your own bangs on a Sunday right before you do a podcast. That's what happened. Cut my own bangs. Don't cut your own bangs. Put the scissors down, ladies.
Put them down, man.
All right.
It's time.
All right, hey, make sure you follow us. Go check us out on that gram and on that Twitter. Hey. We'll see ya. Bye.